Are we gonna get like a cutscene? Uh. Oh. What? Weird. This man of short stature smirks like a child visiting a circus for the first time. And neither with his uncouth comportment nor his ill-fitting attire does he appear to have blended into the high-toned occasion. Good evening. Enjoying the event, sir? What's not to like about the greatest marvels of modern times, the motion picture? Especially among such select guests like myself, of course. Your briefcase must be indispensable so as to be brought along with you here. If your chances of striking gold rested on a few sheets of paper, you wouldn't part with it either. Do you have any idea what this event is about? Why, it's the world premiere of What Awaits Us, pinnacle of motion picture entertainment. I've heard it's a scientification title about the destiny of mankind. Rumor has it the producers have spent millions. Better be worth it. May I ask what is in that briefcase? He's taken aback by your unwelcome inquisitiveness. I failed to see why it would be any of your concern, madam, if it's industrial espionage you intend. Spruce gentleman suddenly intervenes. Gosh, Hines, have you sworn to embarrass me in front of every important figure in Arkham? I thought I made myself clear. You were to wear a tuxedo, not an orange-checked suit. Have you no sense of propriety at all? But Mr. Griffith, how could I have known that I would attend a special occasion such as this? Your excuse is even lamer than your choice of attire, Higgins. If these improprieties persist, I may have to review our agreement concerning my affiliates. I am entrusted with their reputation. Yes, Mr. Griffith, I will attribute the utmost importance to such delicate matters in the future. Now, about the contract, I would... Inappropriate, Hines. Such formalities will be settled another time. Now I must have a word with Mayor Anderson, if you'll excuse me. You got this deal, Hines. Now is not the time, excuse me. Mr. Griffith, if you... Okay. I'm supposed to be able to get the blueprints here. That's a drunk man. Wait, can I make him... No. None of this seems to be... Ooh, okay. I mean, I already have the way to get through the place. Who are you? Although her appearance seems to be fitting the guest profile of this exquisite event perfectly, the elegant young woman before you seems noticeably distant and detached from the people around her. Without a word, she watches you emerge. The glitter of the pearls on her scintillating necklace is only showed by the melancholia of her eyes. Shadowed by the melancholia of her eyes. Good evening, miss. Good evening, miss. Her words sound like those of a ghost bound to this place against his will. I am Bubuski, a pleasure. A pleasure is mine, miss. You look like you're attending the event all by yourself. I can't help but envy you. She looks over her shoulder at a young man nearby, engaged in conversation. Seeing him does not make the young woman seem any less miserable, if it didn't in fact make her more dreary. I'll have to ask you to leave me to myself. Please just enjoy the occasion. I'm not a person to leave someone in such distress to herself. Oh no, that doesn't go against my humanistic ways. Huh. I have to admit, you do not behave like most of the guests here, and I don't think I've ever seen you before. Are you an Arkhamite, miss, if I may ask? I am. I see. Well, thanks for your kindness, miss. I am Amelia Emsworth. Why does that sound familiar? She bows gently before looking back at the distant spot she seems to prefer to the most exquisite people of Arkham. Let's just say that my spirit is somewhat darkened by the loss of a close acquaintance. He was dear to me, and his absence is felt keenly. Has he passed away? You could say that. We'll never see each other again, if truth be told. May I ask who that person might be? I prefer to keep his name to myself, miss. You wouldn't know him either, for he is a gentleman of native origin. Oh! You never see people like him at events such as this. He was an Abenaki Indian whom I met at a, seance. Someone dear, you say. Let's just say he was the only person who could see the person inside me. Know that I, too, have endured my share of losses. I'm here if you'd like to share. Amelia remains silent. Together, you look at the guests laughing, chatting, boasting, flirting amongst themselves, unaware of the inevitable awaiting them on the doorstep. You were slowly being hypnotized by the spectral humming of the crowd when Amelia's gentle voice brought you back to your senses. You have a feeling this movie reel which you find yourself in has a way of playing with your mind. I was about to get engaged when I met him, Amelia says, partly to you, mostly to herself. Benedict was, and still is, good-looking, educated, wealthy, everything a girl could ask for, maybe more. And I liked him, that's true, but did I want to light with him? I wasn't really sure of that. Father gave his full blessing to my relationship with Benedict, and why wouldn't he? He is the son of Mr. Anderson, the mayor, after all, but I never had the chance to hear Mother's opinion, take her advice. She's passed away, I presume? Tuberculosis took her. It's been 3 years. There hasn't been a single day since when I didn't feel the need for her guidance. So I decided to do something naive, even stupid. I decided to arrange a seance so I could finally listen to what Mother had to say. From beyond the grave. You think this nonsense? I've seen much of Stranger Things in New England high society. The term nonsense is losing its meaning nowadays. To make a long story short, we became friends with the psychic I had hired to conduct the seance. A young Indian called Chad. Since the very beginning, his company made me feel at ease, at peace with myself. Oh, yeah, I don't think this was on camera. Chad is the name of the shaman in Dead Willows. I spoke with him while I was investigating the Arkham Stabber thing. He was a bit withdrawn, yes, but was also thoughtful and perceptive. He always knew, and most importantly cared, for how I truly felt. After a long while in his presence, I was no longer in a contest. I didn't have to prove how beautiful or ideal I was. I was just me. The fragile and gentle smile that appears on her face is quickly darkened by the ailment known as distress. What happened then? It was Mayor Anderson who learned about us. His driver had seen us strolling through the Willows. Arkham is no Boston, after all. So my future father-in-law came and told me something I still can hear. He told me if I ever burdened his family with such disgrace again, he swore to God that he would have that river rat sent to a eugenics camp out west, where he would be castrated like a worthless donkey. I am sorry to hear that. Imagining Chad in such a place for even 1 second froze my blood. I could never be the reason for that. At our next meeting, I told him terrible things I never meant. He wanted to drive him away. I told him that he was simply a plaything. Told him I found the mysterious Indian act interesting for some time. Told him I found the mysterious Indian act interesting for some time, but it grew old fast. I have a bad feeling about all this, miss. My heart has felt heavy throughout the night. I have to tell this or I'll burst. And you scratched this wound too much, so listen. Amelia Emsworth loved Abenaki Chad like she loved no one else. That's good to hear. As she collapses and sobs, you watch the crystal beads run down her cheeks. Under the bright light of the hall's majestic chandelier, her tears look just as bright as the milky pearls of her necklace. Oh! Oh! It's the man! Forsooth, it's that man! What are you doing? I didn't get the fucking suit. Fuck. Okay. Something's definitely... Oh, I think we'll probably have an opportunity now. This is cool, though. I like this. Oh, it's them. This is very, This is very Cigarette Burns. If you've ever seen that movie, you know what I'm talking about, but it's very on the money. This is really fucking cool. This animation style is completely perfect for this setting. So I imagine that this is why the cultists have found themselves in this place. The Dismal Man's involvement is no coincidence. Yep. Boy, this shit sucks. So is everybody going to be dead by the time this cutscene is over? Wow. This is fucking cool. Wow. I feel like the game is worth playing just to see that. That was great. That was some really, really fucking great eldritch bullshit. Okay. Now, am I able to find the briefcase? Hold on. I want to go over here, probably. Where's the lady? Oh, you, probably. Amelia's pearls. Okay. That's important to have. There's a briefcase somewhere that I'm probably missing. Yep. Okay. Study. Okay, now we can get the fuck out of here, I guess. A lot of the cultists... Wait, the cultists are gone. Oh, and my sanity is very low. Oh, I am losing it. Hold on, let's go see if we can make the suit ourselves. Because we have multiple options to get through this area. Gas mask, chemical filter, textile. Chemical filter. I had... Oh, I don't have one of those. I could just go make... Oh, no, I need 4 science. Okay, let's go have, Demetrescu. Demetrescu? Whatever that guy's name is. Let's go have him make it for us. Let's have a rest as well, because, that sucked. Let's read that. Let's have outside read that, sure. Please don't give me combat. Okay. I guess the thing happened. Oof. I saw the game consider it. I saw the game consider giving me combat. That wasn't sneaky. Did I ever look in that bag? Also, where'd our soldier friend go? Oh yeah, we did. Okay. Let's get redressed. Where's my good hat? There we go. Okay. Right. Boy. That was the coolest thing I've seen in a game in a while. Or at the very least, the coolest cutscene I've seen in the game in a long while. I should be specific when I say that. I had the blueprints for a hazard suit. Can you help me build it? Well, I can say that its designer barely had the proficiency to convey the principles of his own technology, but the idea is there. I neither have the time nor the energy to realize this task for you, but considering you own the necessary components, I can instruct you on how to build the suit yourself. Now, do you have the components or not? I have pressing matters to attend to. I better start searching. I need to go buy a chemical filter. Okay. We have made the suit. Oh, I've leveled up! Excellent. What should I... Okay, hold on. Melee. Survival. Great. Heavy hitter. That might be good. Slaughterous. Heavy bladed and heavy blunt. I'm not really using any heavy stuff. Heavy hitter. Heavy hitter's probably good. Better crits. +1 reaction. No. Increased panic resistance. I don't know. Tough one. No. Let's do... Hold on. Do I have a big attack? A heavy bladed melee weapon. Quick stab that costs 1 less action point at the expense of a -2 attack penalty. Raise percentage is also lowered. Yeah, let's do that. Outsider. Oh. Less tanky. And... yeah. Firearms melee. And we can talk to Outsider now? You've been realizing that the Outsider has drawn into himself again. It's like something's been eating him lately. You look lost in thought. Is there something wrong? He is startled by your question. He thinks for some time and replies slowly. The answer is, unfortunately, both yes and no. What do you mean? First of all, something is strangely right for the first time in my existence. I find pleasure in someone's company. Oh, he looks away shyly. This is so warm. I never knew that my frozen heart was capable of this. And also, something else is troubling me deeply. Something new. Since I have such feelings now, I desperately want to believe that this poor creature's feelings may have the chance to be shared. And this, I know, is impossible with my laughable guise of the grotesque and the damned. Now please go. Leave me to my unsolvable dilemma. I now see that to feel new things is to feel more pain. Maybe I have a taste in the grotesque and the damned. The creature looks genuinely shocked now. You don't? I am simply beyond words, my lady. If that is so, I may invite you to a night in the dreams, then? A night in the dreams? You can be my special guest in a dream, if you wish to, of course. I am aware of such a ritual that can bind two souls in sleep. I never had someone to share this opportunity before, but I may have now. With your permission, my lady, I'd like to invite you to a place that I won't be ashamed of myself. Will you join me in the dreams? I'll do. I've always lived inside a dream. Why not? Oh my god. I can have a romance with Outsider. Okay, so you guys also missed out on this. The Outsider gave us this. He gave us a crystallized rose. Because I guess because I'd been treating him kindly and talking to him and, you know, being nice, he fell for me. That's cute. That's sweet. I like that. Oh, right. It's kind of broken. Okay, hey. Read. You can just... okay, well, we're probably not going to really focus on this at all, but... rest. When you wake up inside of the oppressive darkness to which you're accustomed, you find yourself in a glittering chateau lit by 1,000 chandeliers. The chateau is deserted, but its eerie loneliness does not disturb you. Just as you were wondering as to how this place can be looked after without the service of full-time butlers and ushers, the door of the ballroom opens wide, and a lean and fair 18th century gentleman walks inside. "Milady," says the man as he drops his knee, bowing. Suddenly, an invisible orchestra fills the grand chamber with music. "Would be so generous as to allow me this dance?" That's not proper writing. There's something familiar about his speech, something of someone you know. Then the realization assails your mind. The young man before you is none other than the companion you called the Outsider. Although you can't know which form of his you're facing, you're nevertheless sure that it's him. But is this his past self or his dream manifestation? That much is unclear. Outsider graciously extends his arm to you and waits for you to join him. Shall we, my lady? My pleasure. Accompanied by the captivating melodies that resonate from the instruments of unseen virtuosos, you fall into his arms, and together you sway across the bright ballroom in harmony. I can't read today. Every deliberate move of the man excites your heartbeats, and every time he looks into your eyes with that amiable smile, a stream of warmth flows into your body. Towards the end of the dance, the young man bows before you in comely fashion, leans towards your lips, and then after uttering a single sentence with his familiar but different voice, puts a tender kiss on them. "Only in dreams I can love you." Oh! That's a line. I had weird dialogues in my dream. But also, Undead Soldier had weird dialogues in his dream. So, I guess Undead Soldier was also there with us, which is awkward. Okay. We have the suit. We have the Nightwalk spell. We have, apparently, the thing that makes the Nightwalk spell possible. So we should be good to finish this? I guess? There's apparently a boss? But once we get to Blaster Street, that's probably it. Why are there suddenly like a... Oh, that was all the cultists. Right. Can we... No. We probably don't want to do that. That would be silly for me to attempt to do that anyway. Wait. No! I didn't mean to do that.